For generations, the advice was always the same. Get a steady job. Hold on to it. Depend on your paycheck. That was called security. That was called responsibility. That was the so-called safe path. But today, depending on one income is the riskiest financial bet you can make. It's not safety anymore. It's fragility. Think about how your life is structured right now. Your rent or mortgage, your groceries, your car, your insurance, and your family's future, all of it rests on one stream of income. If that paycheck disappears, your income doesn't drop by 10%. It drops by 100%. That's not stability. That's exposure. The problem is people confuse predictability with security. They see a paycheck arrive every 2 weeks. They see taxes withheld automatically. They see benefits included. And they call that safety. But real safety isn't about what looks predictable. Real safety is about durability when things go wrong. With one income, you are one layoff away from zero. One company decision away from disaster. One industry shift away from panic. Let's be blunt. A single employer does not care about your financial survival. A single manager can end your paycheck in an afternoon. Technology can erase your role in a year. The economy can destroy your industry in a decade. One income isn't a plan. It's a gamble. Now look at how the wealthy play the game. They don't bet everything on one stream. They build multiple streams. A business creates profits. Investments generate dividends. Properties generate rent. Digital assets generate royalties. Side hustles generate cash flow. If one stream dries up, the others keep flowing. That's not fragility. That's resilience. It's not luck. It's design. The wealthy don't build ropes. They build nets. A rope snaps. A net holds. Here's the math. A worker earns $5,000 a month from one job. If they lose it, their income drops to zero. Now picture someone with 3 streams. $3,000 from a job. $1,500 from investments. $500 from a side hustle. If they lose the job, they still have $2,000. It's painful. But it's not destruction. That's the power of multiple streams. It's not about chasing chaos. It's about layering resilience. Here's how to build it step by step. Step 1, protect your base. Your main job or business is stream 1. Take it seriously, but don't worship it. Step 2, add investments. Even small amounts can grow into something meaningful. Dividends, compounding, capital gains. They create income that works quietly in the background. Step 3, build a side hustle. Something part-time. Something online. It doesn't have to be huge. It just has to be real. Step 4, create digital or passive assets. Books, courses, affiliate websites, YouTube channels. They take effort up front, but they can pay you for years after the work is done. Step 5, reinvest profits into more streams. Use one flow to create another. Turn trickles into rivers. The lie says multiple streams are risky. The truth says one stream is risky. Employers push the one-income myth because it benefits them. A worker dependent on one paycheck is easier to control. A worker with multiple streams is harder to own. The wealthy know this. They never rely on one source. They build redundancies everywhere. Think about your own situation. If your job disappeared tomorrow, how long could you last? Could you pay your bills? Could you buy food? Could you keep your family safe? If the answer is no, you're not secure. You're exposed. And exposure is the real risk. Multiple incomes aren't just nice to have. They are mandatory. They are insurance. They are survival in today's economy. Technology wipes out industries overnight. AI replaces entire categories of jobs. Layoffs strike even in boom times. No paycheck is guaranteed. The world rewards resilience now. It punishes fragility. You don't need a dozen streams tomorrow. You don't need to build chaos. You need to start with one more. Layer them slowly. Build deliberately. Compound over time. Because the riskiest bet is not trying. The riskiest bet is depending on one rope when you could be weaving a net. Reject the myth. Reject the fragility. Build resilience. Build streams. Build freedom. This is Wealth Directive. Subscribe if you're ready to stop gambling on one paycheck and start building a net that will never let you fall. Why one income is the riskiest. Bet for decades we've been told that the safe path is simple. Get a job, hold on to it, and depend on one paycheck for life. That advice used to work 50 years ago. Today it's the riskiest financial bet you can make. One income is not safety. It's fragility. It's putting your entire life on a single point of failure. Think about it carefully. Your rent, groceries, car payment, insurance, and family security all depend on one paycheck. If that paycheck disappears, your income doesn't fall by 10%. It falls by 100%. That's not stability. That's exposure. People still believe one income is safe because it looks steady. The paycheck shows up every 2 weeks. Benefits are attached. Taxes are withheld automatically. On the surface, it feels predictable. But predictability can be a trap. Behind the surface, you have no control. One decision from a manager can erase your income. One merger can wipe out an entire department. One shift in technology can erase a career you spent decades building. That's the reality of one income. You're betting everything on a hand you don't even control. Now let's compare this with how the wealthy think. They don't depend on one stream. They build many. Businesses generate profits. Investments generate dividends. Properties generate rent. Digital assets generate royalties. Side hustles generate extra cash flow. If one stream dries up, the others carry the load. That's resilience. That's redundancy. It's not luck. It's strategy. The wealthy don't build a rope. They build a net. Ropes snap. Nets hold. Here's a simple example. Someone earns $5,000 a month from one job. If they're laid off, their income goes straight to zero. Now imagine someone with 3 streams. $3,000 from a job. $1,500 from investments. $500 from a side hustle. If they lose the job, they still have $2,000 flowing. It's painful, but it's not destruction. That's the difference between fragility and resilience. Multiple streams don't require chaos. They require layering. You start with your main income. Then you add one more. Then another. Each one makes you harder to break. Step 1 is protecting your base. Your job or business is stream 1. It pays the bills. It funds your foundation. Step 2 is adding investments. Even small amounts invested consistently can grow into a second stream. Dividends, capital gains, and compounding matter more than speed. Step 3 is building a side hustle. Something part-time, online, or evenings. It might start as pocket money, but it gives you backup power. Step 4 is building digital or passive assets. Books, courses, YouTube channels, affiliate sites. They take effort up front, but once built, they can generate royalties for years. Step 5 is reinvesting profits to create even more streams. This is how multiple trickles grow into rivers. The lie says one income is safe. The truth says one income is fragile. The wealthy understand this. The broke ignore it until it's too late. Ask yourself honestly, if your job disappeared tomorrow, how long could you survive? Could you pay the rent? Could you buy groceries? Could you protect your family? If the answer is no, then you're not secure. You're exposed. The time to build resilience is before the fall. Not after. Multiple income streams are not risky. They're insurance. They're durability. They're survival. In a world where industries collapse overnight, where technology wipes out entire careers, and where layoffs strike even in good times, one income is the riskiest bet of all. The wealthy don't gamble like that. They don't bet their future on one employer. They don't cling to one paycheck. They spread risk. They build redundancy. They create streams that keep flowing no matter what. The good news is you can do the same. You don't need millions. You don't need brilliance. You just need to start. Add one more stream. Layer slowly. Build consistently. Compound over time. Because the real risk isn't trying. The real risk is refusing. The riskiest move is clinging to one rope when you could be building a net. Reject the myth. Reject the fragility. Build resilience. Build multiple streams. Build freedom. This is Wealth Directive. Subscribe if you're ready to reject the lies, embrace ownership, and build the truth. The next video exposes another money belief that sounds safe but secretly keeps people broke.